Verzeo. Learn here, lead anywhere. Subscribe to our Verzeo channel and tap the bell icon to receive all notifications. Download the Verzeo app and get free content access.
So guys, we'll start with the webinar session today. Okay, and thank you for everyone for joining the webinar session today. That is on government exam opportunity from Versio itself. Okay, so I hope you guys are doing well itself. And today we have the webinar on on mathematics topic and how what are the opportunities on the government sector that you guys can go on. And so our today mentor is for the webinar session, Mr. Ramesh S. Sir. So and he's a profession by engineer, and he has the experience of 10 years of experience in the various competitive exam, that is banking, SSC, and UPSC on different exam. He has the experience, and moreover, like he has trained the students as well on various sectors as well, so who are doing well in the different places like Bangalore, Trivandrum, that you guys can go through as well, Chennai, Coimbatore, and New Delhi. And he's also working in he has also worked in the IT sector, Wipro as well. And he has been the visiting faculty in different engineering colleges as well. So I hope you guys will like down the sessions as well, and even he'll be giving you the some tips and tricks on the different mathematics questions that you can solve it in a minute itself. So Mr. Ramesh sir, like I want you to continue and take over the session now.
Sure. Is my audio is clear? So first of all, we'll check that. Myself, Ramesh here. Yes. Okay. Good. Okay, we'll go ahead. So I'll be sharing my whiteboard. My agenda is we are going to discuss some mathematical questions. Okay, in this session, starting with a question which is displayed on the board. Hopefully, you can able to see the screen, right? So there is a simple question which says that x plus y is equal to 8, y plus z is equal to 13, z plus x is equal to 17. What is the value of x square by yz? Okay, so this usually we come across these kind of questions, okay, in lot of exams. So you can give you a minute and you can try this question, okay. In what way you can able to do this question? I can explain you how easy you can do this question. Whatever the questions I'm going to discuss here, which is completely based on the SSC Staff Selection Commission combined graduate level exam questions. Anybody solve this question? It is a simple equation question. You can come up with the answer. I'll explain you how to do this question in a very shorter way. And in future, we do will have sessions which will help you to improve your mathematical ability. Yes, solving the questions is part of the meeting. Probably the next continuous session, they will be explaining you. Very good. So I'm just going to explain this question. So here you can see x plus y plus z plus x. Adding all the left hand side, x plus y plus z plus x is equal to 8 plus 3 is 13 is 21, 21 plus 17 is 38. So all these things is 2x plus 2y plus 2z is equal to 38. 2 is common, x plus y plus z is equal to 38, x plus y plus z is equal to 19, when 2 comes 32 divided by 9, right? So once you apply the values, see here, this just a matter of an addition, we got the value, x plus y plus, so 2x are there, 2y are there, 2z, so 2x, 2y, 2z. So taking 2 common, we are getting x plus y plus z is equal to 19. We already know x plus y is 8. When I substitute 8, z will be 11. Right? Y plus Z is 13. If I substitute this as 13, X will be 6. Z plus X is 17. Okay, if I substitute 17, like Y will be 2. Simple. So now what we need to do is X square. X is 6, so X square is 36. YZ is 2. 2 in, so this is 11. 2 into 11, so 36 by 22, 18 by 11. Okay. Yes, not to be in decimal. If it is a fraction, it was a fraction question they were asked in the exam, 18 by 11. So only the time we need to spend here is, it's only a matter of an addition, right? Yeah, is it is 11? I missed one, right? Is it is 11 because x plus y is 8. 19 minus 8, 11. So is this question is clear? So we'll do more shortcut techniques in future. So this is just to give you an idea, give a confidence how to approach the questions. Probably you might not be having proper training in solving the numbers. Correct. Okay. So we'll move on to the next question, which is based on profit and loss. So a dealer sold 6 machines for 63,000 with a profit of 5%. The question is how much he should sell, for how much amount he should sell 8 machines if he wants to get 15% profit. Okay, I'll just explain you. 6 machines, $63,000, that is selling price. One machine will be 60,500 divided by 6. Can you able to understand? Once again, so here 6 machines are 63,000. Now how you will calculate one machine's cost? You can divide this value, right? Can you please tell me the value of 63,000? If you are dividing by 6, one machine will be 10,500. Do you agree? So when it is 10,500, it is, if there is a 5% profit involved in this question, okay, by doing a proper practice, it is very clear. If by just random work, if it is 10,000, for randomly I'm just taking the nearest number, 5% of 10,000 is 500. So the cost price could have been 10,000. Right? If now we arrived at the cost price, probably we need to have a separate class in dealing with the basics, right? So this is the cost price of one sewing machine. If it is one sewing machine's price is 10,000, if I want to get 15% profit, I should sell it for 11,500. Agree? Because 15% of 10,000 is 1,500. So I should sell it for 11,500. So for the question they're asking is 8 machines. So 8 into 11,500, answer is 92,000. Is it clear? Now what we are doing is, here we got one machine selling price. 6 machine selling price is 63,000. Dividing by 6 on both the sides, I got one machine selling price, that is 10,500. Right? As this is a 5% profit, it's very clear. It's by seeing the number, because by practice we will able to do this. If 10,000 is the cost price, the one machine selling price could have been 10,500 with a profit of 5%. So if it is cost price is 10,000. If you want to get a 15% profit, I should sell for 11,500. If I sell 8 machines, answer is 92,000. Okay. So I'll be going to deal, will be in the future classes. Okay. We may deal with the very basic concept so that it will be easy for you in proceeding. Okay. Yes. I'll give a one more question. We'll do the next question. Yes. It's a reasoning based question. In a certain code language, Earth is coded as 8201815. How will orbit will be coded in the language? So these all are SSC questions. Try this. What could be the answer? It's based on the position of the numbers. Okay. You know, E is 5th position, right? A is 1. Is there any code? It was coming in the reverse. R is 18. T is 20. H is 8. So it is 8201815. It is reverse. If it is orbit, O is 15. R is 18. B is 2. I is 9. T is 20. If I reverse it, 20, 9, 2, 18, 50. It's just based on the position of these numbers. Just reversed it. Yes. Conversion table to remember if you want to any shortcuts. Okay. So totally 26 letters. All right. You can remember M is the 13th. Okay. The bid number. So A is 1. M is 13. It is 26. So you don't need to be worry about much some theories to remember. This will works out if it is very closer to M. Okay, and we always know E is 5, T is 20. This alone will help you to locate where this number comes. J is 10. Anyway, this is a kind of a middle number, we can keep it. This side two numbers, if you remember, it is very easy for you to remember. Am I clear, Abhishek? You don't need to do some hard like memory and all. Just have these things, and where it lies, accordingly we can able to locate it. Yes. What is this question, man? These all are SSC questions, man. So whenever this kind of question comes, we have to understand the patterns. Very good. Sudeep has answered us 64. Okay. So we always need to check what is the pattern which was followed. Okay. The difference between 4 and 10 is 6. 10 and 20 is 10. 20 and 34 is 14. Here it is 18. Here it is 30. Again, if I see the differences between these numbers, okay, is 4, 4, 4. So next number could be 22, the difference, right? So the answer is 74. So we'll verify this pattern. Here it is 26. You can see the differences are 4, 4, and 4. So we need to understand the pattern between the differences. First, we need to understand the difference. Then if it is not working out, then you understand the pattern. Okay, this is like identifying the pattern is very important when this kind of questions. So pattern identification, different patterns are available. When we solve the different kinds of pattern questions, you can able to understand it. Is it clear? We'll move on to an. So this is an average based questions. Please try. We don't know the total number of students and initially some students. Okay, let us consider if there are X number of students, 60.5 into X will be the weight of those. When 8 students whose average weight was 65 kg, okay, if this is 8 students 65 kg, 8 into 65 is 520. So their sum is 520. Okay, this 8 students. Okay, then the average weight of all the students increased by 0.9 kg. Okay, so it is like initially it was 60.5. When it is increased by 0.9, this will become 61.4 kg. And this is for the X students plus 8 students. Are you able to understand the 3 different patterns available? I'll explain once again. See here, initially some X number of students, 60.5 is the average. So 60.5 into X will be the sum, right? For 8 students, the average is 65. So the sum is 520. Then all the X plus 8, their average is increased to 61.4. This should be again multiplied. Okay, when I multiply, it will become 61.4x plus 491.2. Are you able to understand? The first one is for X students, if the weight in the sense 60.5x. So it's very, now this sum, this and this sum should equal to this, right? 60.5x plus 520 is equal to 61.4x plus 491.2. It is a decimal, so it looks good, complicated. When this goes here, 0.9x is equal to 28.8. X is 28.8 by 0.9. This will be 32. It's just a matter of additions. Are you able to understand? It's just a matter of additions and subtractions. So this is the first set of students. 1, 2, this 3. So this 1 plus 2 should equal to 3. That's what we have done it here. So the answer is finally, there were initially 32 students in the class. So this, after our classes, you can able to do very well confidently. Okay. Now, just for understanding, I'm just explaining, these questions are not that difficult. You can able to do with a proper practice. The same pattern, I is 9, N is 14, D is 4, again 9, A is 1, 14. Then total value is 9 plus 4 is 23, 27, 36, 37, 41 and 51. You just need to add it. That's it. The total value of the letters. Its answer is 51. Is it clear? Okay. If this is goes on, if it is a normal pattern. Yes, that's what I'm coming. If this goes in a normal pattern, right? If whatever I have written is a normal pattern, but If this goes in the way of the question, A is equal to 1, B is 3. This will be 1, B will be 3. So this will be, N will be, it will be increase, will be how much increase will be there, right? So I will be 17, N will be 27, D will be 7. So adding this 17, 27, 7, again 17, A1, N27. 96 is the answer. I haven't taken BS2. See here, this is a normal pattern I am saying. If you consider ABC as 1, 2, 3, this is a conversion table. Here it is, I haven't taken this. See here, I. If this is I, where it lies, here it is. So this will be 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15, 17. I is 17. I didn't take I is 9. I is 17. The same way, it is 19. It's just matter of practice, right? It is 96. This is I. This is N, D, I, A, N. 21, 23, 25. This is 27. Is it clear? Okay. What is the answer for this question on the board? You have to apply the BODMAS rule. First bracket you should solve. So this completely, first priority should be for division. Second priority is for multiplication. Third is for addition. Fourth is for subtraction. So most of you have answered correctly. So the priority should be division, multiplication, addition and subtraction. It's 1. Yes. Only the priority you need to follow is division, multiplication, addition and subtraction. Can you please try this question? Yes. Most of you have answered the question because 6, 2 and 4 are already visible. So that cannot be the answers very clearly. Answer is fine. Right? So this will be a detailed class which you can understand it because 6 sides in the cubes. So I just made a simple question for you. The last question is, yeah. But before this, I just wanted to explain you the concept of discount. See, for example, you're going during some Diwali sale. Your shirt is marked with a tag, 1,000 rupees. Okay? So you are taking a tag, it is saying 1,000 rupees. The shopkeeper is saying, sir, you have some 25% discount. You will be double happy. So you will pay only 750 rupees. So you are thinking that you save 250 rupees. Right? We don't know what price the shopkeeper has got this shirt. He might have got it for just 500 rupees. So in the mind of the shopkeeper, he is getting some 250 rupees profit. He will be thinking at the same time. You will be thinking that you got discount. He will be thinking, oh, I got 250 rupees profit. So this is the marked price. From that I'm getting selling price. If this is the cost price, this is only the shopkeeper knows. So when you compare this, okay, so when you compare this value, 500 and 750, 250 rupees is the profit. So it is 50% profit for the shopkeeper. So profit or loss always with the cost price. Discount will always come from the market price. Is it clear what I explained? The concept of discount. Nobody will give discount on cost price. They will buy it for less. They will increase the value and then they will give the discount. Got it? Yes. If that is the case, can you please tell me the answer for this question on the board? So that means that from this value, okay, from this, I'm just going to get only the 72%, right? 72 percentage of my market price because 28 percentage is going to be discount. So 72 percentage of 224 is nothing but 161.28. When you reduce 28 percentage from this. So this 161.28 is after adding 12 percentage from some x. So when I do this, 112 percentage of some x is equal to 161.28, you will get x is equal to 144. Okay, this will become 50. Yeah, you will bring this side so that this will become 161.28 by 1112. This can be further simplified. 56. Okay, it is 28, 25. But the further it's bringing 100 as a whole will be the easiest option for you, right? It will be simplified as a x is equal to 144. But anyway, if you have a better clarity on the concepts only, it will going to help you out. So don't worry much about this decimal fractions. If you are clear with the concept what I explained here, if you can able to correlate cost price and selling price with the profit and market price and selling price with the discount, then that is your clarity on the concept. Is it clear? Yes. I request like Kirti to hand to continue with the session.
Thank you, sir. It was actually a very wonderful session and the learning session as well for us and for the I hope for the students as well. So and the questions that you have given it to us, the tricks that you have uh, informed to the students. I hope that is helpful for the candidates and they will use it. And it was interactive session as well for every one of us. Thank you so very much, sir, for your time and for your session. And so guys, we are offering this Versio is providing the competitive exam preparation for both SSC and banking as well. As you can go through it, we are providing the practice question paper for all the video classes. You'll be having the same you have as you have attended today, the live interactive session. So during your preparation as well, you'll be having the live doubt session as well, where you can also interact in the same way that you have done it today. And apart from that, you'll be having the all India live test as well, where all the candidates who are appearing for the SSC or for banking or any of the exams as well. So for with those students, you'll be having the all India live test as well. Everything, all the practice question paper, all your mock tests will be given from the mentors as well. So you can go with all the contents and all the details on the official website of Versio. And post that will give all the session details and all the course details on the official WhatsApp groups that we have it, that I'll be sending you after the webinar session. And there's a small video which is on Versio. You guys can go through it and have a idea of how's the Versio, what are courses, what are the preparation that we are providing from our Versio.
Download the Verseo app and get free content access.
So thank you so very much, guys, for this wonderful session, and thank you for joining this session. I hope this was very much learning for you and very much encouraging for you. Hope you guys have learned a lot. And the link has been posted for the official WhatsApp group has been posted on over the message itself. The students who want to get the further details about the upcoming events or the webinar session, and for the further details as well from the Versio, so they can join the official WhatsApp group and the Telegram group as well for the further things. Thank you so very much.